In this presentation, we are going to explain the common European framework focused on level B1. Our team is made up of Ashley Fernandez, Jasmine Garcia, Carlos Hernandez, and me, Fernanda Islas. I hope you like it.
Hello, here Ashley. I am going to talk to you about the grammar at level B1. In this level, you can describe places, past experience, and storytelling. For example, you can describe feelings, emotions, attitudes, or express opinions. And you can argument or disagreement, like about films, movies, and books. You will know how to use discourse markers and linkers and markers to structure informal spoken discourse. Like a student, you will learn connecting words expressing cause and effect. The student can use the verb forms formulate question or yes no questions in the present, past, or future. You will know how to structure sentence with a past continuous, past perfect, or future time. Other topic that you can use is the modals possibility, for example, might, will, probably, must, or can't. And use that modals of obligation and necessity. For example, must, has to, ought to, need to, or models of past. For example, should have, may have, etc. In a sentence, the student can use the collocation of adjectives or adverbial place of time or place or a frequency including with order and know where collocate adverbial phrase of degree and of probably and the comparative or superlative for all the adverbs. Finally, the student can use the colloquial language and express topics about leisure activities, education, books, movies, news, lifestyles, and current affairs. It is important to say that the student will develop a skill like increased family with a probably use the dictionary, revision of vocabulary, learning techniques, and guessing the meaning of new words and strategies for asking for something without know the exact word. Hi again. I talk about listening at level B1. In this level, you can participate in meetings related to your work, especially and discussions handle uses to the extent that they are related to perceptions of lack of education and cultural norms. For example, is talk you about your personal finances on offer advice to friends and colleagues on the subject or in a conversation with your friends. You can talk about your personal and professional lifestyle, including a description of your work life or talk about what you like to read. You recommended a good reading. Finally, you can also handle relative complex situations that arise in social and business contexts.
Listening proficiency scales. In these sections, we identify three main characteristics. Number one, at B1 level, a student can guess the meaning of occasional unknown words. Number two, they can follow the main points of a clear discussions with standard language. And number three, they will sometimes have to ask for repetitions of particular words and phrases.
At level B1, you can interact with people who speak English in familiar topics, read simple uh, reports on familiar topics, and write simple emails on topics related to your professional file. Uh, Discuss your personal and professional hopes and dreams for the future. Um, Observe general aspects such as illustration, uh, uh, title, text structure to know what is talking about. uh, Arrange a job interview and carry it out within your area of specialization. Search keywords or main ideas. Talk about your TV habits and favorite shows. Describe your education and studies as well as your future training plans. Discuss your favorite music and music trends and plan a night out to listen to live music. Discuss your personal and professional hopes and dreams for the future. Talk about reading a healthy lifestyle. Give and receive advice on healthy habits. Talk about personal relationships and dating, including meeting people through social media. Go to a restaurant, order food, enjoy in polite conversation over dinner, and pay the bill. Participate in negotiation related to your area of expertise. If you have understanding common points, discuss workplace safety issues, report an injury, and explain rules and regulation.
Now I will talk a little bit about how to speak at level B1. Spoken interaction. In level B1, students can speak a simple language, and even they can enter unprepared into conversation on topics that are familiar, of personal interest, or to everyday life. For example, family, hobbies, work, travel, and current events. Spoken productions. In these sections, students can describe experiences, events, dreams, hopes, and ambitions in a comprehensively and briefly way. For example, to give reasons and explanations for opinions and plans, to narrate a story, to relate the plot of a book or film, and to describe reactions. Speaking proficiency scales. Students at this level are able to keep going comprehensively, and they can make themselves understood, but pauses, false starts, and reformulations are very evident. They have enough language to get by, but lexical limitations cause repetitions, monotony, and even difficulty with formulations at times. They have a repertoire of basic language. That is why they show good control of elementary vocabulary, but major errors still occur. In this level, pronunciation is clearly intelligible, even if a foreign accent. They can socialize simply but effectively using the simplest common expressions and following basic routines. They can use simple techniques to start, maintain, or end a short conversation. Even they can initiate, maintain, or close simple face-to-face conversation on topics that are familiar or of personal interest.
In this level is defined by the Common European Framework of Reference for Language, CEFR. A B1 level candidate in their writing is able to produce simple and correct text on topics that are familiar to him or in which has a personal interest. The form general is mentions that write simple and cohesive text on a range of everyday topics with their field of interest by linking a series of different short elements in a linear sequence. The form the creative structures mentions write simple and detailed descriptions on range of everyday topics with her field of experience. You can write relations of experience describing feelings and reactions in a simple and structured text. Is able to write a description of given event and recent trip, real or imagining, and can narrative history. For the writing of reports and insights at this level, they can already you can write short, simple insights on topics of interest. You can summarize, communicate, and give your opinion with some confidence on concrete facts about everyday matters, whether usual or not, relative to her field of specialization. Is able to write very short words in conventional format with information about usual facts and the reasons for certain actions. There are different types of assignments. One that often mentioned is the B1 preliminary PET offered by Cambridge Assessment English. In the writing part of the PET have to complete two parts, but the which must be complete in a total of 45 minutes. Both parts are more or less traditional writing text, as you can see below. The part 1 you write in email, and the part 2 you write in article or history. With the completion of this text, you are complete to demonstrate B1 level by using grammatical and lexical structures typical of B1 writing.